held together. Out by 1.5 for a little bit more, Governor Pete. Portsea racing with the head up in the air on the inside of Whoopser. They're racing onto the point of the corner now towards the 800-metre mark. He's tried to steady. He's got it. He's out by 1.5 on Governor Pete. 2 away to Whoopser, and Portsea still at the tail. No change in order. He's got it, the leader, coming to the 600-metre mark. Held together by Greg Farrer. He's 1 length on Governor Pete. 2 away came Whoopser, and Portsea a length away back on the inside. He's got it 3 parts of a length as he's about to turn for home on Governor Pete. 2 away Whoopser. Portsea a further 2 away and is under the stick into the straight, and he's got it. He's about 1/2 on Governor Pete, moving up on the outside. 2 lengths away Whoopser. They reach the 300-metre mark. He's got it, just about joined by Governor Pete. A length away to Whoopser third. Governor Pete, and he's got it. Governor Pete just in front. Whoopser pushing up on the inside. Governor Pete just in front of, he's got it. Whoopser trying hard on the fence. Governor Pete just in front. He'll score. Governor Pete beat Whoopser. He's got it third, and Portsea was back at the tail.
Well, the placings are 2, 6 and 1. Governor Pete, which was the tote favourite, going to pay $2.40. And in fact, that is the only dividend on the race. It's 2, 6 and 1. Whoopser second, and he's got it third. And by gee, they did race pretty tight over the final stages. He's got it was getting squeezed out. I don't say it made any difference to the result, but they were racing very close together. Now going on with the late mail.
The one scratching. Our starboard buddy, the inside runner. Strike time, the favourite. Line looks good. They're racing pretty level line too. Man of Harlock was one of the best into stride. Play it again, Sam and Bleep are pushing up on the outside, so it's 3 abreast in the early stages. Now Play it again, Sam goes to the lead with Bleep. He's outside. Man of Harlock, strike time, the favourite, is going to track the leaders. Elsevier Laveau is 3 wide and 2 or 3 lengths away. Starboard buddy, the tail. They're racing to the 800-metre mark, and Bleep takes over. He's out by 2.5. Play it again, Sam. Elsevier Laveau, the outside. Strike time, the favourite. 4th on the inside, but the pace is solid and should suit 2 or 3 to Man of Harlock. He couldn't maintain this early speed, and Starboard Buddy at the tail. 12 from the leader. Jody Bryant takes Bleep further ahead. 4 on Play It Again, Sam. Now Strike Time pushing out of the pocket. Elsevier Laveau is 3 wide. A big gap, Man of Harlock and Starboard Buddy. Bleep swung for home at the 350. About 4 clear on Play It Again, Sam. 4 lengths away. Strike Time, the favourite, still has a lot of ground to make up. Bleep in front, coming to the 200. Play It Again, Sam. 2 lengths away, and then Strike Time, who would need to get a move along. You want to be on Bleep at the 100. He's still clear. Play It Again, Sam, and then Strike Time, but Bleep is home. Bleep goes on to score, leads all the way. Second or tight, either Strike Time or Play It Again, Sam. Then Man of Harlock, Starboard Buddy, and Elsevier Laveau at the tail. Bleep has led all the way. He's bounced back to form today. I just had the feeling he may have been getting close to form by his appearances in the enclosure. 580 on the New South Wales TAB, the win, 250 the place. He'll pay 560 the win on Super Tab, and even better in Queensland, 640 the win. Photo will be called second and third. Pretty tight Strike Time on the outside, diving at Play It Again, Sam. Not much between them, allowing for the angle there. It looks like Play It Again, Sam, just in front, looking at the freeze frame there, but it is tight when you allow for the angle.
Alrighty, thank you very much, Chris O'Brien there from Moruya. 1, 4 and 3 it'll probably be across the line there. Seymour race 3 dividends, 21.65.
Is Canberra's Day of Classic Racing at the 61st Qantas Canberra Cup, Sunday, October 11. See some of Australia's leading trainers, jockeys and horses do battle with local stars for $300,000 in prize money. Win Television's Phil Small will be conducting interviews with jockeys and trainers from the mounting yard. There'll be live entertainment, including the band of the Royal Military College Duntroon. Plus, you could win a trip to Brisbane staying at the Marriott, and there's heaps more prizes too. The Qantas Canberra Cup at the Canberra Racecourse, Sunday, October 11.
17.50, trifecta 44.40 on race 2 at Moruya. Now the gates are filling.
14.25. Attendant in with one out wide looks to be Untrue. They're off and racing, and Untrue was just a shade slow to go. Indiana Jack on the jump with Doolittle pushing up and Dashing Daisy easing back. And Japeladine now is spearing right through on the inside, and soon after Japeladine takes on Indiana Jack for the lead at the 1200. Doolittle settles back to third. Dashing Daisy, it's inside. Just as good, followed by Untrue, going a little bit keenly in the early stages as they swoop onto that corner, and Bonnie Shower had dropped out to last. They're racing in the direction of the 800. Japeladine's going a little bit fiercely now. He shows the way with Indiana Jack on his outside past the 900. Doolittle is third, racing right behind the leaders with Dashing Daisy. It's inside from Untrue. Just as good, and Bonnie Shower the tail with 6 lengths covering them. Indiana Jack and Japeladine on the inside. They share the lead, still coming to the 600. A length and a half on Doolittle. A half Dashing Daisy the inside. Untrue starts to edge closer from Just as Good, and Bonnie Shower the tail, and still 6 to 7 from the leader. Japeladine in front with Indiana Jack on its outside, almost level at the 400, swinging. Doolittle comes around their heels now to put in a challenge. Dashing Daisy looking for a run on the inside, and Untrue starting to make its run inside the 300. Indiana Jack and Japeladine are still there. Untrue got up on the outside, and Dashing Daisy's into the clear. They dropped off Doolittle. Untrue got to the lead from Indiana Jack. Bonnie Shower's running on fairly with Dashing Daisy, but Untrue pinched a length now, and Untrue goes on to score. Tight second, Bonnie Shower or Dashing Daisy, then Indiana Jack. They were followed in by Just as Good, Japeladine, and Doolittle stopped the run at the tail. Untrue has come from towards the tail of the field with a terrific run down the outside to land the money. He's always strong on the bit through the run for Matthew Carl, and he came with a well-timed run. He's a very good jockey, Matthew Carl, one of the leading, or the premier jockey in Canberra, of course, and he rides for the John Morrissey stable and at his best here on Untrue. Number 7, a Bale Brown gelding, 4-year-old by Prince True out of Bayzari, trained by Wayne Davey here at Moruya, and should pay $3.40 for the win. Now, second and third is very tight. Dashing Daisy and Bonnie Shower. Bonnie Shower getting home late down the outside. Dashing Daisy, ridden by Gary Buchanan, trained by Doug Cole at Bega, and Bonnie Shower, the other one in the photo, ridden by Mark Newham, trained by Fred Thompson at Nowra. Very tight for second, nothing between them. Judge calls in the photo, so it's 7, Untrue the winner. Photo second and third. Untrue in New South Wales will pay $3.40 and $1.80. I'll send the details of this photo down the line, along with time and margins, and back with the call of the 4th event at 2:37.
They're on the track, and mate, and thank you, Chris. Let's have a look at it. And number 1 is Bonnie Brett.
Bell Hanover, and a neck back on the outside, lots of noise as they travel up to the turn. These leaders have done a bit of work, and it's Bonnie Brett.
Go Sellers, maiden handicap for the sprint course, 900 metres. Starter takes a button. Ready. Tended in towards the middle. Racing, Home Tax out wide, quick to begin, and King of Dancers the favourite, and T-Junction is showing speed. T-Junction, King of Dancers go at each other early. Hopeful Heart and Show Defiance is racing up on their inside from Home Tax. French Vein is a little wide from Sports Girl, and Harry Dan Stepping Chief getting back. Gentle Halo's on its outside, a length away. Ben Dither is settling at second last, and a couple away to the tail was our Turf Man towards the top of the straight, and the pace has been good. King of Dancers the favourite, and T-Junction, they've been at each other throughout. They swing for home at the 350 together. Hopeful Heart the outside. Show Defiance is trying to push up on the inside. They're clear on French Vein and Stepping Chief from Home Tax to the 200. King of Dancers just in front of T-Junction. They're both under heavy pressure, and Show Defiance getting through. T-Junction again fought back to get to a narrow lead. T-Junction from Show Defiance, and T-Junction goes on to score. Beat Show Defiance. Third maybe Stepping Chief or Hopeful Heart. King of Dancers will also be in that photo for third. Not much between the three of them. Then Ben Dither, French Vein, Home Tax, Harry Dan, Our Turf Man, Sports Girl, and Gentle Halo. T-Junction fought back very strongly to land the money here. Show Defiance got up on the inside. The favourite was taken on in front, in fact, by T-Junction. They were both at each other throughout, both under heavy pressure. I thought Show Defiance, who had the last crack at them, was going to get them, so it's a good effort from T-Junction to fight back and score. He said any old prize, T-Junction should pay $58.10, New South Wales TAB, $58.10. Trained by Jack Van Duren at Queanbeyan, ridden by Adrian Late. T-Junction's a brown gelding 3 by Wajib out of Taringa, owned by JR, JW Van Duren, Mrs. AJ Heady, MJ and Mrs. SJ Gregg. So T-Junction gutsy effort to sit on the outside of the favourite, sharing the lead, and then fired on to score. Show Defiance, number 7, Lee Lunn will be second. And this is very tight for third. I thought Stepping Chief may have just got there in time for third, number 10. But in the photo also is King of Dancers the inside and Hopeful Heart the outside. So some nervous moments if you're in the play there for the trifecta, because the winner at $58.10 in New South Wales showed a fine, so pay $2.10 New South Wales for second. So it will be a healthy trifecta. Judge calls on the photo for third, so I'll send that down the line with further details shortly after the running of the fourth at Moruya. Them yet. He comes back to the stalls. Now he's happy. He goes forward again, so we're about to let them run. 14 runners here for the maiden. Ram Nani a little bit keen to get on with the job. Mare San is settled. Racing, fairly level line. Augustus, the first starter, and Storm to Fame were both slow out, and Circuit Bid and Mare San quick to get going. Help is also driving forward. Ram Nani and Grand Dale is now drifting back. McMahon is spearing forward from Sandy's Babe. More often trapped out on a limb outside of Elegant Grace. They were followed by Tidy Star and Gently Brave. Space Racer getting back towards the tail. A gap away came Augustus, and Storm to Fame is at the tail. They're racing towards the 600, and Help now is sped through and leads. Sandy's Babe is there up the outside, and Circuit Bid is pushing through. McMahon's in that group of horses, and Elegant Grace is very deep. A gap to Ram Nani on the outside was More Often, who has been never on the track from Mare San. Tidy Star is well back from Grand Dale. Space Racer, Gently Brave as they're about to turn for home, and Augustus, and forget about Storm to Fame. Into the straight, 350 to go. Help the leader. McMahon is giving chase. Sandy's Babe and then Elegant Grace. More Often plugging away the outside. Mare San and then Circuit Bid. It's Help still clear. More Often is coming after Help. More Often ranges up quickly at the 100. Help just in front. More Often's run is dying, and Help pulls out plenty. Help goes on to score from More Often. Now third in was Ram Nani, followed in by Grand Dale, and then came Elegant Grace. Followed home by Sandy's Babe, Mare San, Gently Brave in behind those with Space Racer McMahon. He stopped. Followed in by Circuit Bid. Next in Tidy Star, Storm to Fame, and Augustus, one of the last over the line. Help has got the money. He's been up on the pace throughout, led most of the way to score. More Often, he ranged up to win, but the fact he'd been 4 and 5 wide throughout meant that his run ended about 100 metres out. He's one to be on next time. Help, $17.20 the win on New South Wales TAB, and $5.70 the place. Second will be 4 More Often, should pay $2.50 the place, and third, Ram Nani, number 6, should pay $2.30. At the winner, Help, ridden by John Nisbet, trained by Pat O'Neill in Canberra, a brown gilding fired by Impatune out of Gypsy Heiress, and by Mrs. CM and Dr. RLG Newcomb. Help was having his third run today. He's a 5-year-old, but only the 3 starts. I thought he'd want more ground, but he showed plenty of speed. He's bred to stay, but he showed the speed to lead throughout. Second, More Often, ridden by John Scorse, and third, number 6, Ram Nani, ridden by Jamie Whitney. No numbers up in the frame as yet, but I'm certain there will be the numbers to go into the frame. Time and margins will come to hand shortly. I'll send them down the line and be back with some dividends shortly.
Well done, thank you very much to Chris there. Chris O'Brien helped the winner hanging on. Died in its run, the second horse, didn't it? Now we have some late mail at Muswellbrook, and it comes up in race 6, and it's for number 4, which is Vogue.
Time after time might make him run along a bit early. But the field settles and the starter moves to the front of the stalls, and they're racing. Dartbrook Dream on the inside anticipated the jump. Moringo Bay was away smartly, and Dapper Magic is showing pace from Lord Vader and Bayview. Kalahari Sands starting to drift back from Time After Time, and Marinella's Gift the outside. Jody Bryant grabs hold of the favourite Moringo Bay, and he leads ahead from Dapper Magic the outside. Lord Vader third, 2 lengths away. Dartbrook Dream on his inside, 2 to Bayview. Kalahari Sands, Time After Time, and Marinella's Gift is last and about 8 from the leader. Moringo Bay with the big weight, the favourite, about to turn for home. He's about ahead on Dapper Magic. 1.5 lengths, Dartbrook Dream angling for a rails run. Lord Vader around the hill, starting to work into it fairly well, and then Bayview. Moringo Bay still being pressured by Dapper Magic. Dartbrook Dream on the inside. Dapper Magic put his head in front of the favourite Moringo Bay, and I think the favourite is gone. It's Dapper Magic. A roughie gets to a narrow lead. Dartbrook Dream, Bayview, Marinella's Gift. Gift is coming late, but it's Dapper Magic. Dapper Magic beat Marinella's Gift in a tight one. Bayview close up was third. They were followed in by Moringo Bay, who just didn't kick today. Darkbrook Dream, Kalahari Sands, time after time, and Lord Vader back at the tail. She didn't find much today, the favourite. He was disappointing. It's his first loss this track and distance from Moringo Bay, but a good win to Dapper Magic. What price was he? We've got some roughies getting home here today. He sat up on the outside of Moringo Bay all the way to old Dapper Magic, his 7-year-old, and he just kept finding and finding and has gone on to score. Darkbrook Dream on the inside, kept fighting on. Moringo Bay was in the centre, and he'd virtually had enough inside the 200 he was paddling. Kalahari Sands may have been a shade unlucky, the grey looking for a run behind them. And old Dapper Magic got the upper hand. He's a bay gelding 7 by Sir Dapper at a Magic Streak, owned by JF, Mrs. B.A. Jury, J and Mrs. M. Brown. Trained by Jack Jury at Hawkesbury, ridden by Craig Rickson, and got home narrowly. Marinella's Gift made it interesting on the outside, lunging in the last stride, ridden by Ray Silburn. There's probably only a half head in this, and third you'll find close up will be number 6, Bayview. So fairly tight. Judges call on the photo. I'd say about a half head in it, and should go the way of Dapper Magic, just in front of Marinella's Gift and Bayview. But the judges at the moment, here comes the number. 7 Dapper Magic does get it after the photo. 7 Dapper Magic the winner. Second place to 5 Marinella's Gift, Ray Silburn. And third number going up is number 6 Bayview, ridden by Scott Pollard.
Okay, there are the numbers there, 7, 5 and 6. Thank you, Chrissy. Now, race 4, Maitland, Sam LaBelle, Liddell Royale, Narani Ghoul. Quinella 72.60, trifecta 904.
Getting back was All Seeing Eyes, Tui, Poppy, Shiraz and Lord Oscar, 3 wideners back of the tail. Alpha Magic joined by Noska Fella pushing up on the inside. Alpha Magic shows the way narrowly. Bundawalla runs to third. Abinell's on the fence and the pace has been good. Ruling Star. They were followed by Arca Blue as they swing for home at All Seeing Eyes with the Golden Girl. Into the straight coming to the 300. Alpha Magic got away. Alpha Magic opened up 2 lengths. Abinell and Noska Fella battling on. Bundawalla, then Arca Blue and Ruling Star. Alpha Magic though, he's clear, couple clear inside the 100 and he's coming away. Alpha Magic, Arca Blue and Abinell run on well, but Alpha Magic far too good. Good win. Tight second, Abinell or Arca Blue. Then La Golden Girl, Bundawalla and Lord Oscar getting home late when it was all over. Followed in by Shiraz and Toy Poppy. In behind those would have been All Seeing Eyes. Deep Pearl was well back and Ruling Star was in that division as well. Good win by Alpha Magic. He's won 2 from 2 now. Hasn't raced since May of 97, but he was well supported today. He'll pay $3.70 the win on New South Wales TAB, $3.40 on Super Tab. Didn't he shoot away when Robert Graham got to work on him? He dropped off Noska Fella, put a gap in them. Abinell and Arca Blue gave chase, but they were no match for Alpha Magic. He's by Warren Hill at a Blazing Supreme, a brown gelding 4, and by GJ Mrs. KP Crane, trained by Jerry Crane at Murrum Bateman, ridden by Robbie Graham, and he's streeted them. I think he's won by the best part of 3.5 lengths. Second's tight, Abinell or Arca Blue. Looking at that, possibly Abinell knows Arca Blue, but not much in it. So the judge will sort that out. So it's 3 and a photo. Alpha Magic, too good. The second and third horses in that photo, Arca Blue ridden by Teresa Capes and Abinell ridden by Steve Coleman. So 3 and a photo, the winner to pay $3.70 the win, and no other dividends available as yet. So I'll send to margins, times and further details down the line.
Okay, now race 7 will have the minor place getters in a moment. Race 2 at Cranbourne. Yarrangalla at around about $3.20, the top one here. 910 Blue Hannah, 14 Old Campaigner, 10 for Star Trek, 5...
Train full pelt, goes up to the outside of the line. $3.70 the favourite here, Count Bobby. Drawn in about 5 from the inside. And the starter takes clear around to release the field. The Rosemount Estate Denman Cup for 1998. Furicao, the inside runner. They line up pretty well. Tennant going in with 1 drawn towards the outside. Superior Hand it looked to be. Away they go this time. Furicao near the inside got the best of it. Just a Printer got away nicely. Precious Henry was showing speed shortly after the start, and Wilkes Hope is also going up into the firing line. Full Pelter's making up ground shortly after the start, and Cool Warrior also going forward. I'm Zooming settles down in about 7th spot, being followed then further back in the field by Grayson Pride. Babaji between runners. The favourite Count Bobby was next on the inside, a Superior Hand. Double Wish was further back. Cossack Beauty was second last. And Kathy's Daughter's down at the tail there, going hard at the 800, where Wilkes Hope shows the way by 2 lengths on Full Pelt in second spot. Precious Henry's on its inside, a bit more than the length to Cool Warrior from Just a Printer in the middle. Furicao's over on the fence, a length and a half to I'm Zooming. Further back to Babaji, being scrubbed along on the inside of Grayson Pride. Then came Count Bobby. Superior Hand, Double Wish was further back from Cossack Beauty. And Kathy's Daughter 4 or 5 lengths away at the tail. They head onto the turn, 500 metres out in the Rosemount Estate Denman Cup for 1998, and Wilkes Hope brings them around the corner from Precious Henry on the outside. They're followed by Full Pelt. Furicao looking to get up on the inside. Just a Printer trying to find a gap. They're followed by I'm Zooming and Superior Hand, and Count Bobby sweeping down the outside. Cool Warrior was next, 200 to go. Precious Henry's reached the front, but out wide Count Bobby is coming with a rattler. I'm Zooming through the middle, but Count Bobby on the outside. Precious Henry kick Count Bobby. Count Bobby, I reckon, a nose to Precious Henry. Third up in the event was I'm Zooming with Babaji right on top of them. Wilkes Hope. Furicao the next one in from Full Pelt. Then came Just a Printer. Superior Hand was further back from Kathy's Daughter, Cool Warrior. Well back in the field came Cossack Beauty from Grayson Pride, and Double Wish at the tail.
Okay, well, there it is. Oh, gee, Count Bobby's, it's pretty close, isn't it? I think it's got there. It's very, very close. Casino race number 1, 560 for Game Star, 630 Marvellous Maple, 480 for Teddy's Tear. Patchy Story at $3.40 for race 1 at Casino. 8, 5 and 14, the numbers, 8, 5 and 14. It's got home. Count Bobby.
Okay, Nick, here this afternoon, warm conditions, but certainly I wouldn't call it as hot. And it...
And at 3.30, Kay's Regret is the favourite on the New South Wales TAB. It's been good money on course for Fernley Prince, number 5. And they're all locked away. Starter takes a button. Ready to run. Tiger drawn towards the outside, a little fidgety. Now they're racing, and Hand Sky just a shade slow to begin. Kay's Regret and Tights on Fire and Fernley Prince going forward are all away smartly. Moral Danger and Atticus Finch is whipping up, and then Andy's Caper right round the outside. So it's a fair go for the lead now as they head to the back, and Atticus Finch, unusual for him, he's up there. He's going to lead with Andy's Caper lobbing into second. Fernley Prince, the on-course favourite's going to lob into third. The Tiger was next. Tights on Fire. Kay's Regret back along the inside, followed by Moral Danger. Kerrisdale pulling fairly fiercely, and just checked there at that stage as Hand Sky went up on his outside. Pace hasn't been overly strong, and that is why Atticus Finch is in front. He leads Andy's Caper by 3 parts a length. Fernley Prince is on the inside, and they jog down the back. The Tiger going up on his outside, and Moral Danger strapped out 3 wide from Tights on Fire. Case Regret, Hand Sky 3 wide starts to make up ground, and Kerrisdale the tail, but he's only 6 from the leader. 700 metres to run. Atticus Finch taken on by Moral Danger, who made a move around the field. Andy's Caper is third, 3 parts for length away. They're sprinting now. Fernley Prince was in with the Tiger in on his inside, or rather on his outside, and then Case Regret, who's only got Hand Sky and Kerrisdale behind her. They race now towards the top of the straight. 450 out. Moral Danger and Atticus Finch on the inside. This pair swing for home. Andy's Caper a length away is lying third. Fernley Prince is looking for a way out. Then the Tiger. Tights on Fire running on fairly well. Kerrisdale and Case Regret angles and gets a rails run. Coming to the 200. Moral Danger still in front. He's got a length. Andy's Caper. Fernley Prince is bursting out now. Fernley Prince goes up, grabs Moral Danger. There's a few coming late down the outside, but Fernley Prince, Kerrisdale is flying. Fernley Prince held on. Fernley Prince held on to score from Kerrisdale. Oh, it's a good go for third. They're right across the track. Tights on Fire, the Tiger there. Case Regret was on the inside. Moral Danger wasn't all that far away. There's about 5 of them. Hand Sky was out wide. Then Atticus Finch and Andy's Caper was back at the tail.
5 the winner there. Fernley Prince, $321.50. They were coming from everywhere for the minor end of the prize. Kerrisdale second. About to move over at Ipswich for race number 1 on the card. $1.70 for number 8, which is Sagra's Mist, which is the
31st and November's 2 and 3. Also Zeppo still away, but now Zeppo being led up, being ridden by Corey Brown, trained here by Jeff Engelbrett. And Zeppo goes forward, and that'll pave the way then for Renlay to come up. Renlay will be the last one to move forward. At the 1,000 metres mark, only the one turn once again to negotiate here. As Zeppo joins the line towards an outside gate. Bel Diable's drawn near the inside. They'll go very quickly here as Renlay comes up now to complete the line.
Pretty much the last couple about to join the line. For the final event, it's over 1,200. Jarvis Jewel is the last one to be placed away. The starter moves to the front of the stalls. The favourite is Zadora at around $4.60 on the New South Wales TAB. And it's drawn in nice and close. Zadora, XPT, the inside runner. Rescue out wide. Now XPT half rearing. They settle. Are about to have them in the last here at Moruya on Mogo Cup Day. 2 attendants in with XPT. Line looks pretty good now. And they're racing in the final event, and Hannah's Toy and Zadora best to begin, and XPT has ridden along. November Malay is also driving up, and they're followed by Spanish Light, and Diorian is covering a bit of ground in the Dionian in the early stages. Master Dealer also tracking up wide, and Rescue was getting back with Garlandtown Moon, Jarvis Jewel, and Circuit Storm back to the tail. Hannah's Toy now had pushed through to take over, but Zadora puts the pressure on, racing up on the outside. Dionian is racing nice and handy to these leaders, and then Master Dealer, Spanish Light, November Malay, Jarvis Jewel covers ground, Garlandtown Moon, XPT, Rescue, and Circuit Storm the tail. Zadora the favourite on the outside, and Hannah's Toy the inside. They stride together. Dionian, the race is up towards them on the outside, 3 wide, and then Master Dealer, Spanish Light, and November Malay. Into the straight now, Zadora and Hannah's Toy turn together, coming to the 300. Spanish Light giving chase on the outside. Hannah's Toy and Zadora. Zadora with the head in front. Then Spanish Light, November Malay. Zadora race to clear at the 150. Spanish Light is battling on well, but Zadora's clearing out. Zadora race 3 clear on Spanish Light, and then Hannah's Toy, and it's Zadora. Zadora beat Spanish Light. XPT got up for third. The Garlandtown Moon, Hannah's Toy, followed in then by November Malay. They were followed home by Rescue, Jarvis Jewel, next in Circuit Storm, Master Dealer, and Dionian has run at the tail.
Across the line, number 3, Zadora gets the prize, 420 and 180. Number 10, Spanish Light, 260 with 5. XPT for third at 280. It'll be 3, 10, 5 across the line at Moruya as they're moving in now for this fourth event at Casino. And the favourite is now at 310, number 8, Gallant Joy. And next best, 520 for 2, Perry and Spring. As we take you to Bob Lane for the fourth at Casino.
Bunny rolling race 4 for the Casino RSM Club. It's over the 4.11. Just about set.